You know, one of the things Crystal and I were talking about the other day is that it's so crazy how fast this country devolved back into sheer insanity. I mean, now you got people on political shows just openly saying they're fascist and being like giddy about that fact. You got that dumb bitch, Libs of TikTok, who was out there saying the average IQ in Somalia is 68, and it showed a picture of an American who just won for a political seat. I think it was in Minneapolis, Minnesota, I think, for mayor. So I mean, it's just like this. We went from zero to like 1930 style racism in an instant, right? And it's disgusting that this like fascist underbelly was always there, and then now, because of the Trump era, it's just coming out in full force. Where eugenics is everywhere you look. Phrenology is fucking making a comeback. Like all this dumb bullshit that we thought was long dead and gone. This rigid belief in hierarchy, right? And you can like categorize the races and one's above the other, and just like totally abandoning the idea of liberty, egalitarianism, liberalism, just basic things that we all take, human rights, basic things we all take for granted. Well, now, to prove to you that the clock has indeed been rolled back, boy, oh boy, do I have a story for you here. So in Arkansas, you have some Gen Zers who are casually deciding, let's bring back segregation. And that's exactly what they did, because they decided to build a whites-only town using what they thought here is a legal loophole. Watch this.
No Jews, no gays. High up in the Ozark Hills in the state of Arkansas, dozens of people have been working hard, building houses and a new type of community. It's called Return to the Land, and it is a town open to white people only. They are millennials and Gen Z, and this is a new update of age-old prejudice.
What we've done here is establish a place where we have control over who our neighbors are, and that is just for the sake of preserving, our culture.
And that culture, effectively, we're saying this is a white culture, a whites-only place.
White American culture.
But what this sounds like is bringing back segregation. Is that a fair assessment?
It's free association. So we're not trying to keep other people down. This is a small settlement in the middle of the Ozarks.
But they are being kept out, even if...
you don't let everyone into your home.
Around 40 people live here. Hundreds more from across the world have paid to be members. And while the men do the physical labour, the women take care of the children who live here full time.
It could be a very loving community if you're part of the community, but if you're black, or if you're Jewish, or if you're gay, you can't be part of that community.
They can have their own communities, and they already do.
You might be wondering how any of this can be legal. Return to the Land is structured as a private members association, which they believe allows them to discriminate on the basis of ethnicity, along with other factors. That has yet to be tested in the courts and may well fail. The Arkansas Attorney General has said his office is now reviewing the matter as a result of our reporting, and that there is no room for racial discrimination in Arkansas or anywhere in a free society.
How much do you want to bet there is plenty of examples in this scenario of various women being beaten out here, and if there's any children, them being beaten. You probably got one of the dudes is effectively trying to be a cult leader, and God only knows the stuff he's sort of getting out of the other people there. There is some dark shit going on here, without a doubt. But here's the question that I have for people, and I'm curious how people would respond. Why the fuck do you think that with this one weird trick, watch this, we're going to build a utopia. We're going to build the best society we possibly can. Watch, there's one weird trick of just keeping out everybody with a slightly darker skin tone than me, and now everything's great. Now everything works. I mean, to me, that is like the dumbest possible thing I could think of. Like, really? There's plenty of places that have, demographic ratings of like fucking 99% white, and they could live in extreme poverty. They can have a rough go of it. They could have poor infrastructure, not high-paying jobs in the area. Like, the idea that that's a fucking weird cure-all. Where do people get this shit from? Where do you get this shit from? It's the silliest thing I've ever heard. I mean, stop and think about it. So, who has destroyed our country, or at least one of the groups that has destroyed our country in modern times? For sure, I'd say Wall Street. I'd say big money. I'd say, the corruption in our politics, money in politics, basically buying the politicians and rigging the laws in the favor of the robber barons and the billionaires and the corporations, right? Well, guess what? Wall Street is like what? Fucking 99% white? The billionaire class. How many black people are in the billionaire class? Are these people your allies? Right? Are they looking out for you? No, they're fucking tanking the economy and looting the treasury right in front of your fucking face. But all you need to get into this fucking fake utopia is to have white skin. Fucking Harvey Weinstein had white skin. Well, I guess from their perspective, some of them might say, no, he's a Jew, so he doesn't count, so he's getting kicked out, right? But there are plenty of examples of, white Christians who are fucking con artists, scam artists, robbing people on Wall Street, whatever, and like, this is your criteria, this is how you create, like, you would think if you're going to try to actually make a utopia, you would at least use some brain power in figuring out how to make it a utopia, right? So, hey, let's all pitch in X amount of money, and this way everybody has healthcare. Okay, now you're on the way to creating a better society. Somebody gets sick, they get healthcare right away, that's all taken care of, right? Hey, we can crowdfund this, like, recreational area where we have a pool, and we have a jungle gym, and we have, a workout place, and okay, now you're getting somewhere. You're actually trying to craft a society where people have things that improves their quality of life, and in other words, socialism, right? If you actually want to create a society that functions better, where people are happier, you would eventually wind up in socialism, because it's like, let's pool our funds, let's decide what's too important that everybody should have a right to, and let's set up those facilities, right? And that's what works. And that's why, for example, you have the Scandinavian countries self-report being some of the happiest in the world, because there, it's like, oh, I can just go to college and not go fucking bankrupt. I could just go to the doctor and not go fucking bankrupt. Oh, look at this. I get like 3 months paid time off every single year, right? Like, these are the things that actually make people happy and make people feel fulfilled. The idea that, hey, I went to this place and everybody was white, so now I'm ecstatic. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. There's plenty of fucking white assholes out there. There's plenty of assholes of every different race, religion, and creed. And there's plenty of good people in whatever race, religion, and creed. It's just so, like, this thinking is so stale. The thinking is so offensively dim. It's like, oh, just make it all white people and then it'll be great. Like, why? Why do you think it'd be great if it's just white people? I don't understand. That makes no sense to me. And of course, as they alluded to here, I think, or maybe I saw this in a different clip on this, but they said like, oh, since we're making it a club or something, or it's in some legal loophole, therefore it's actually not segregation, so we're allowed to do it, and that's going to be tested in court. There's going to be lawsuits over it. I'm sure that the state of Arkansas doesn't like the look. I know Arkansas is a deeply conservative state, but at the same time, in today's day and age, you want to have some plausible deniability, right? You want to be able to say, no, we're not racist. Like, you want to have something where you could say, that's not true, but to just green light of bringing back segregation in 2025, I mean, there is no plausible deniability in that scenario. So it's kind of amazing to me that they still managed to do the whole tap dance of like, oh no, this isn't to bring other people down, it's to lift us up. Like, okay, yeah, I know. We've heard these arguments so many fucking times. We've heard them so many times. Like, these are the old, segregationists back in the day used to make these arguments. Like, it's fucking tired, it's stale, it's stupid, and it's not going to lead to any sort of fucking utopia. You're just a bunch of weird, maladjusted losers who are going to try to do another fucking failed experiment with a far-right ideology. And, I don't know, man. Eventually, one of these days, people will realize, oh, socialism. One of these days, they'll realize, oh, quality of life goes up, everybody's happier, everybody's got more free time, everybody can, express their passions. Like, that seems better. But no, we're stuck in this fucking doom loop where everybody in the West, it goes from like, neoliberalism to fascism and back to neoliberalism. And you're sitting there like, for the love of God, let's try something fucking different for once. Let's copy the people who actually self-report being fucking happy. But, God forbid we do such a thing. All right, y'all. That's the show. I love you all very much. You know the drill. Everybody, please do me a favor. Click like, click subscribe, click that bell icon so you get a notification every time a video drops. Thank you for those of you who support this show on Patreon. We couldn't do it without you. If you'd like to do that, the link is below. $2 a month or $5 a month goes a very long way. If you want to go crazy, you give me $7 a month. That helps out a lot. I've never talked to an advertiser. I've never done an ad read. Never talked to a billionaire, anything like that. You guys fund this show from the ground up. Very proud of that fact. You could also sign up for Crystal Kyle and Friends on Substack. That link is below as well. And go subscribe to the Corin's World YouTube channel where we drop the Kyle and Corn episodes. You don't want to miss those. We've been doing them live. So if you want to hang out with us live, be my guest, go on over there and get into it, bro. All right, I love you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop. And watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.